So we tuned with Mr. Howgate. Is it a good idea to start moving our instruments, like moving our mouthpieces around or making adjustments to our instruments? We just tuned, let's not do that. Sing with your instruments quietly. Do not play them, do not adjust them, especially the tuning. Woodwinds, reed players. Before you come on stage, you need to pop your reed back into your mouth because it will dry out there. Okay? It's going to dry out there. So before you go back on, take your mouthpiece, or take your, not mouthpiece, your reed off, wet it, pop it on, so it's wet. It needs to be wet in order to vibrate on your instrument. Okay? Otherwise you're going to get squeezed. Right, Claire? Good. All right. All right. Please, very carefully, very quietly. You can leave your music right where it is. You can leave your music. Up you go, and go wherever you sit, please. We will have the stage band come up in a moment. Thank you, everybody. I like this volume. This is a good volume.
Welcome to the Boynton Spring Concert. My name is Bobby McKeon, and I'm the band president.
My name is Andrew Coe, and I'm the vice president.
I am Mariko Pleiss, I'm the band secretary.
I'm Isla Blair. I'm the band treasurer. In the case of an emergency, safely use the exits located in the back and sides of the auditorium.
If you must leave the auditorium for a non-emergency, please exit between musical selections and return when the band has stopped playing.
We want to thank several people for making tonight's concert possible. Special thanks to Mrs. Daphne Shalulu, Fine Arts Leader, Mrs. Lauren Wright, Principal, Mrs. Tara Kaiser, Associate Principal, and Mr. Clanton of Boynton Band Middle School.
We would also like to thank Mr. Nathan Parker, Department Leader, Ms. Rowan A.W., Orchestra, Dr. Olivia Fletcher, Music Appreciation, and Mr. Steve Brookhouse, our Sound and Technical Director. We hope you enjoy the concert. We'll start things off with the stage band.
Hello. I'm not sure if this is the speaking mic, but I think it's working. Welcome to the concert. This is our stage band. This group meets Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. This group is open to anyone who's interested in learning jazz. It's an entry-level jazz ensemble. Most of these students will move on to the jazz band next year. We've had a lot of fun over the past year. We've got two pieces for you. The first one is called Blueberry Blues, which is a little blues written by a guy named Alex Staples. If you were at the last combined jazz concert, he wrote a couple pieces for the high school. He likes to write for all different age levels. Blueberry Blues is a hit. We've played this a few times since I've been here in the Ithaca City School District, and every time I bring it in front of a group, they love it as much as I do. This is Blueberry Blues. You'll hear from several improvised soloists. Tonight, we hope you enjoy Blueberry Blues. Thank you very much, everybody. Sorry, I've got to tie my shoe before I trip over here. All right, we've got one final tune for the stage band. It's a piece called Aardvark Stomp. I've been calling it Aardvark Park every day up until now. So I got the title, Aardvark Stomp, and we hope you enjoy. Thank you. This is the Boynton Stage Band. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right.
Students, if you can keep your seats here. Yes.
We're going to bring up our jazz band. This is our, it consists mostly of 7th and 8th graders. There are a few 6th graders in this ensemble. We're going to call them up. our first tune for the jazz band is a piece called Autumn Afternoon. It's a solo feature, it's a solo uh, rock ballad for alto saxophone. And we have an 8th grade alto saxophone player here who does a really wonderful job on this. It's a nice slow ballad. We're gonna turn the temperature up later with volume. So if you like a nice relaxing piece, this is the one to listen to. This is Quincy Guerin and the Boynton Jazz Band. That's Quincy Guerin on the alto saxophone. So this year we did a collaboration with Ithaca College where we had a few student composers write pieces for this band. So they came in early in the year to kind of probe us on what our interests were musically, and I think we just shouted out a bunch of adjectives. And they wrote pieces based on a bunch of middle school adjectives. And came up with some really, really cool music. Our first piece that we'll play tonight is a jazz band arrangement, and I think the composer is here. Joshua Davey, are you here? Joshua, would you like to come up and say a couple things? We'll have him come up and talk about the piece he wrote for the group. It's Joshua Davey.
Hello. I wrote this piece for jazz bands. When they all got the score, it just said untitled score, unfortunately. But I thought the music was pretty evocative and has a strong vibe. And the band actually came up with the name Boynton Break, I believe. I didn't have much to do with that. But I like the name. And I'm just really excited to hear how they play it. There's a few solos on the piece. There's a solo section, so they can play sort of whatever they want, but within reason, I hope. I was somewhat inspired by Stevie Wonder, a little bit of Talking Heads. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
Star LaRocca, and Wes Gerber, Quincy Guerin on that one. The Boynton Great. We've got one final piece for you with the jazz band here tonight. It's a piece that we performed at the combined jazz concert where our guest artists were a high school band that kind of came together, group of high school students that put together a group, and they were a guest artist this year. They came in the morning of that performance to kind of figure out how we were going to collaborate. So our collaboration, the planning only took about 20 minutes. So we're going to use the same format as before with some open solos at the start of this, and then we're going to read Fancy Pants by Sammy Nestico. Thank you, everybody, the Boynton Jazz Band. Thank you. We're going to now transition over to the sixth grade band on stage. We, sixth graders, if you can carefully make your way to the stage, we'll start with our first song.
Animal Parade is a fun and energetic piece that paints a musical picture of animals marching by. Each part of the music represents a different creature using rhythms and melodies to show how they move or act. This is a programmatic piece, which means the music tells a story without using words. We hope you enjoy.
Tadpoles is a light and playful piece that uses music to show the life and movement of tadpoles swimming in a pond. The rhythms and melodies are quick and bouncy, just like tiny tadpoles darting through the water. This is also a programmatic piece of music. Please enjoy Tadpoles.
Furioso is a fast, intense piece full of energy and excitement. The title means furious or wild, and that's exactly how the music sounds. Loud, bold, and powerful from the start. Furioso isn't based on a story, but it feels like an action scene you might see in a movie. Thank you. of Pamplona, Spain, Running at the Bulls captures the tension, excitement, and chaos of one of the world's most famous traditions. The music starts with a sense of anticipation, like a crowd waiting for the gates to open. So please enjoy one of the Running of the Bulls.
Thank you. That was Running of the Bulls. Our second piece up for the 7th and 8th grade band is a piece that was written for us by another Ithaca College student, a wonderful composer, Rosalind Sanders. This piece kind of came together the same way the jazz band piece came together. We talked about what kind of pieces we like, and Rosalind went away and created something that we now love to play. Rosalind, you're here. Are you here anywhere? Rosalind, would you like to come up and say a couple things? All right, Rosalind's going to come up and talk about the piece a little bit, then we'll get started with it. Rosalind Sanders from Ithaca College.
Hi, I'm Rosalind. Not too long ago, I was also a band kid. I played flute throughout middle school and high school, and wind band music is just something that sort of inspired me to want to become a composer, because I really like that. You know, as a flute player, I was playing parts that like you'd expect the violins to play, and there was like a lot of percussion going on, and it just wind band is just such an interesting genre that I really was interested in. And this piece also, it's really difficult because there's all this like this polyphony, all these different voices are going on. There's a part where the trumpets have the melody, but then the clarinets are playing faster notes, and then the saxophones are playing like even faster notes, and like it's just interesting, but they're doing a really good job playing it, and I'm really thankful for like being able to write this and like share my passion for wind band music too.
So I just want to, before I forget to thank some people, we had a few all seventh graders. They joined the sixth grade to help fill out that group and some missing parts. We had a lot of students since Monday either get injured or get sick, and many of them could not be here tonight, so we're trying to fill in the empty spaces here. But we have some sixth graders on stage with us. If you saw them, if you said, hey, that kid looks familiar from the last group, it's because they're in multiple ensembles. We've got 4 flute players here, a trumpet player, a trombone player, and French horn. So these students are learning twice as much as music. They're learning a lot, and they're filling in the gaps and helping us out. They'll be going with us to Hershey Park on Friday, and we're really proud of them and all that they contribute to the band. Yeah, please, a round of applause for them. Also, someone that I forget to mention at concerts is Mr. Aldave. He's back here playing tuba with us tonight. Mr. Aldave. Mr. Aldave is an elementary school band teacher at Caroline and Bell Sherman. On Thursdays, he's with us the final period of the day, helping out with brass lessons and low brass lessons, and we just would not be the same group without him, so we thank him.
Welcome to Flutopia, a whimsical and lively world where the flute section takes center stage. In this fun and imaginative piece, David Schaffer gives the flutes a chance to shine with playful melodies, quick runs, and a light, airy texture that floats above the rest of the band. But this isn't just a flute solo. Every section gets involved, supporting the flutes with colorful harmonies and energetic rhythms. The music feels like a joyful musical adventure full of charm and sparkle.
All right, this is our spring concert, which means that this is the final concert that many of these students will have, final IHS concert with the middle school that a lot of these students will have. So I'd like to, in a moment when we have all of our 8th graders out here, I'd like them to stand so you have a little time to remember what grade you're in. Can I have all 8th graders please stand up? I want to see how many we're losing next year. Come on, stand up nice and tall. Okay. All right. They're all really, really fantastic kids. That's what makes this next part of our spring concert very difficult because I have to, I went through with awards to find students deserving awards, and so many of them deserve an award for something that they did this year or just for being who they are. So this was very, very, very tough, but I'm gonna try to do it, and I'm gonna try to do it quickly because there are a lot of awards and not a lot of time. So, I want to start with some of our most improved awards. So, the first award goes to a 6th grade student. So, when I call you up, if you're a student down there, you can come on quickly to the stage to grab your award. And then you can make your way back down. If you're up here, you'll just come up and grab your award and then go sit back down. The first student that I have here, most improved 6th grader, is Elijah Cleveland. For 7th grade, most improved award for 7th grade goes to Alan Cody. Our most improved 8th grade award goes to Max Wang. We're going to move over to some jazz awards. We've got 2 awards for jazz, a stage band award and a jazz band award. For the stage band award, we've got a really, really talented 6th grade student who plays saxophone. His name is Evan Byrne. He's the stage band winner this year. Our Jazz Band Award this year, 2025, goes to Quincy Guerin. We're going to move on to some leadership awards. This award is for outstanding band section leader. So each section of our 7th and 8th grade band has what we call a section leader, which I often use to kind of get the section in order, or if a student has a question that I can't answer, I'll say ask your student, or your student teacher, your section leader. And the winner for this year did a really nice job with his section, at times a little heavy-handed in his approach. And he's Ben Lindenberg. Okay, our 2025 overall band leadership award goes to a student who if I have an issue, I'll look down and something's broken, I'll look back at it and it's fixed because the student just does things without even being asked to do it. Just so helpful, the most helpful. In fact, this student and another student, since their 6th grade year, every concert comes in early to help me set up for this concert. Every single time, never ask them to, but they just do it. And I wish I could give it to 2 students, but this student is outstandingly. This student is a very outstanding leader, and perhaps if she wants, maybe she'll be the president one day. Annabelle Daria Wilbur, please. All right, now we're on to some outstanding student awards. So there's always 1 or 2 students from each grade level that is just playing beyond their grade level and just so impressive. Any music that I give them, they're either reading it down or taking it home and then having it prepared the next day. And I have students, a student from each grade level. It is without any reservation that I give the 6th grade Outstanding Musician Award to Laurel Olmstead. So I said that this was a very difficult job, especially when we got to 7th grade, because there are so many outstanding, most of our group is 7th graders, but there are really, really outstanding 7th graders, and I wish I could pick more than 1. I did. I picked 2. I wish I could pick more than 2, because there are just so many fantastic students. So this was very, very, very hard, so I had to split hairs to do this. 7th grade Outstanding Musician Award goes to Star LaRocca. I had to do it twice because both of these students are just outstanding and I could not pick one. This next 7th grade student is just a fantastic musician, and I can go on all night about that, but I'm just going to give her an award. Elsa Wagner, 7th grade Outstanding. All right, there's just a couple more. Very long road with this 8th grade student who's an outstanding musician. I met the student back in 6th grade, and the evolution of this student in every way, musically and maturity level, in every single way has improved, and I cannot tell you how proud I am of the student, just really musical too. Eli Porter for 8th grade Outstanding Musician Award. We've got a new award this year. We only have this one and another one. It's called an Exemplary Student Award, which goes to a student who is just on top of everything, musically on top of it, in every way, super helpful in every regard, and just a pleasure to have. I've known this student now for this is my 4th year. I started teaching them back when they were in 5th grade. I don't know what I'm gonna do without this student next year. They helped me set up this little award stand. Mariko, place, please. Exemplary Student Award. All right, and our final award tonight is the Boynton Middle School Band Award, which is given to a student who is just Over the past 3 years I've known this student, has shown incredible musicianship and incredible sense of, the student will walk into my room and ask me really advanced theory questions, and it's really cool to have somebody that I can kind of have those conversations with. Only 13 years old and just really a brilliant musician. I think he already knows I'm gonna call him Wes Gerber. We have one piece left for the night. It's called, we will have a student speaker come up and tell you all about it.
Dark, intense, and dangerous, Venom pulls listeners into a world filled with mystery and suspense. Inspired by the idea of poison spreading or a villain lurking in the shadows, the music is full of sharp rhythms, eerie harmonies, and sudden bursts of energy. Randall Standridge uses low brass power, percussion effects, and dissonant sounds to create a feeling of tension, like something is creeping closer. It's a piece that challenges performers to stay focused and precise while keeping the audience on edge.
Parents, while I have you all here, I should make the announcement that on Friday, for any student that is attending the Hershey Park field trip, we're asking that they be at Boynton Middle School on Friday at 5:50 a.m. for us to catch the bus. 5:50 if we can. The bus will take off shortly after. So 5:50 if we can. Thank you so much.